Yo.
Just saw the meme Andy put in.
Which one?
The meme that Andy put up in the meme channel.
Oh, the Minecraft one. So good. Children yearn for the mine.
For the mines.
It's kind of true.
Oh my god.
The chocolate one for AFT was so funny.
I know that. With or without nuts.
Good afternoon, sir. Could we interest you in some chocolate?
Chocolate? Did you say
Oh,
chocolate?
that does.
Yes, sir. With or without nuts.
Chocolate? Chocolate! 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 Chocolate!
The SpongeBob shoe squeaking as he runs is too good. These are getting like pro tier memes.
Ladies and gentlemen, investors have no clue about the dangers we are facing in the markets right now, and it could possibly be worse than even I have predicted. In this video, we're going to go over exactly what caused the massive sell-off that we saw in the markets today. I'm going to break down all the news, the facts, and the data, and then I'll give you a conclusion of the risks that we are facing ahead. So everyone, let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into it. Okay, first things first is this, everyone. The Dow dropped more than 500 points today. The Nasdaq sank over 2%, and this is what's causing the big fears right now with what's going on with Russia and Ukraine. Now, I'll get into what happened with Russia and Ukraine later in the video, but let's go down and see exactly what happened in the markets today and why it happened. Okay, first things first, this is definitely spooking the markets, everyone. Brent crude oil has hit $95, and the reason why I did this is because Russia is a big supplier of fuel and energy. So with energy prices already skyrocketing and that being a huge contributor to the CPI, now it's getting worse, and that means inflation's going to get worse. That means more rate hikes from the Fed. That means the stock market has to price in these more rate hikes. And it seems like every day now banks are saying, no, there's going to be 4 rate hikes, no 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoever can call the most rate hikes this year wins the prize. But what we also saw today is a flight to safety. Look at this, everyone. This is why I say you always need a little bit of gold in your portfolio as a defensive asset and also as a safe haven. Gold was up 1.26% today when the Nasdaq was down 2.7%. Again, with the flight to safety, we saw the 10-year US Treasury yield fall below 2% because people were worried they wanted to put their money maybe in the stock market into some safe haven asset like bonds, wait for stocks to fall, and then rotate back in. Again, the Dow Jones down 500 points today, down 1.4%. The S&P got hit much harder, down 1.9%, and the Nasdaq, the high growth tech sectors, continue to get hit harder and harder because these companies are more vulnerable to interest rate hikes and are more vulnerable to inflation that will erode the value of their future earnings. The Nasdaq was down nearly 3% today, and people have been consistent. I've been telling you this downtrend isn't over. And I'm not like some of these other YouTubers that flip flop every other day when it's green. Oh yeah, buy. I told you to buy. I told you to buy. Or when it's red, they say sell. I told you to sell. I told you it was going down. And they just keep flip flopping. It's very confusing. But I've been consistently telling you, don't get caught up in the short term volatility. I'm waiting for at least a 20 to 30% decline for me to start dollar cost averaging back into the stock market. So then even if it falls further, at least I have a margin of safety, and at least I'm not buying in at all time highs. Bitcoin also is facing some huge selling pressure, but it does have a lot of support at 42,000. I'm saying every time it hits that 42,000 level, it tends to bounce, but we'll see if it does eventually break that level. So Bitcoin down around 2.7%, and Ethereum broke 3,000 as well. But people, things are definitely getting very serious, and the risks are building up higher and higher. So let's have a deeper look today to see why the markets are really selling off and what's behind all these moves. Well, the first piece of the puzzle, about 2 hours before the close, the White House announced the increased risk of Russia invading Ukraine and said it could happen during the Olympics. Now this is all speculation. We don't have any facts. And, me personally, I don't really trust the news that comes from the mainstream media or what the White House may speculate. We all know that they don't really like Russia, but again, we don't have the facts. This is just politics, and with politics, we don't always get the facts until maybe 10 years later. But if it is true and if an invasion is imminent, then this sell-off may just be beginning. Now, also, when I research history to see how the stock market performs during war times, what normally happens is investors sell off first. We have to see a lot more selling before the conflict begins. But then once the conflict starts and once we have more certainty on what's going on, then we can see the stock market start to recover. And also with conflicts, it is very inflationary. We saw record inflation, record money printing during World War I and World War II. So if we go into another conflict when inflation is already at all-time highs, it is just going to get worse. And you know how the old saying goes, when all else fails, they take it to war. And this is what some commentators saying. The Ukraine headlines had a little bit to do with the sell-off, but what they really think is happening is the Federal Reserve doesn't have a plan. And that's exactly right. We have a split Federal Reserve. We have some officials saying they need to do a 0.5% rate increase, they need to have an emergency meeting, but then you have all the other people on the board saying, no, we just need to tiptoe baby step. We don't want to break anything. We don't want our retirement portfolios, to go into the toilet. We want to keep this bubble going and just do, a 0.25% rate hike. And I'm sure that will help with the 7.5% inflation we have. When we all know it's really 15% people. We also have other commentators saying that it's very likely we're going to see another 10% pullback in the markets. I think growth and defensive stocks will likely outperform, which I do agree. Maybe they won't fall as much, but I do think if we do get a big sell-off, they will get caught up in it. But people, it's not just this. What I've been warning about is we're seeing a weakening economy. We're seeing inflation is absolutely destroying consumer confidence, and we just got another piece of data today. And why us as investors we need to pay attention to this, because if consumers aren't spending, that means companies' revenue growth is going to slow, and that means they may have weak earnings in Q1, and their stocks are going to fall like what we saw during this earnings season. Look at this, another negative sentiment on economic front. The University of Michigan preliminary consumer sentiment reading for February came in at 61.7, rolling from 67.2. But what I'm sure you probably want to know is, okay, what does all this economic and stock market jargon mean for you in simple terms? What this means is we're seeing continued selling pressure in the markets, with the markets down over 2% today. We're seeing a flight to safety with investors going into bonds and gold, which normally perform well during highly uncertain times, and the stock market sell off. We're seeing inflation getting worse, consumer sentiment falling, and what this tells me is this all points to we're still just at the beginning of the stock market sell off. And again, what I'm personally waiting to do is not financial advice. I'm just simply waiting patiently on the sidelines, building cash, also dollar cost averaging into gold because I think safe havens will perform well, even though it hasn't performed great over the past 10 years. The previous 10 years before that, it went up nearly 500%. So again, my target for the S&P 500 is a 20 to 30% decline for me to start dollar cost averaging in, and for Bitcoin it is 25,000 to 20,000. I'm not trying to time the bottom. Nobody can time the bottom. I'm just trying to get a good chunk. But everyone, what do you think about all the issues that are going on right now? Let me know. Now for my
Hey, Malcolm. Have you ever made a video on how not to catch an edge on your snowboard? It would be helpful for all beginners. Well, thanks for that comment, RJ, and answer your question. No, I have not. So, let me get warmed up, take a couple of turns, and let's get right into making that video. So we all know that catching an edge is the worst thing. But an edge catch, it's not like some shark hiding beneath the surface, just waiting to get you completely at random. And there will become a point in your riding where you would never catch an edge again. I mean, there's definitely things that you can do, adjustments you can make to your riding to make sure that shark never gets you, to make sure that you never catch your edge. And simply put, an edge catch happens when you get your weight where it's not supposed to be, when you put your weight over the opposite edge to the one that you're riding on. So let me give you a common example, something I see a lot when I'm teaching. So for instance, on an edge change from toes to heels, a lot of people, when they're making that turn, they pull their hips back across the board too early in the turn. That means that back edge catches and you end up on the floor with a very sore tailbone. So having your weight not only in the right place, but in the right place at the right point in the turn is going to be very important. We'll come onto all of that in a moment. Now, edge catches are far more likely to happen in a couple of situations. The first one is when you're riding quite a flat slope. The reason is, now imagine this is a slope, so here we've got quite a steep slope, and this is your board on its edge on that slope. And really, you've got quite a bit of wiggle room here. You've got quite a lot of room for error to get your posture wrong, maybe dip that front or that back edge without it catching in the snow. But as soon as that slope is quite flat, and you're trying to balance on your edge here, any tiny mistake just there is going to make that opposite edge catch in the snow and send you over. Now, the second situation where an edge catch is more likely to happen is when you're making more skidded turns. Because if you're riding the edge of your board, like I am now, the edge is going in the same direction that you are. It's not going in the opposite direction to which you're travelling, therefore it's much harder to catch it. Even when you roll onto your new edge, like there, we're still going in the same direction as it. But when we turn our turns into a more skidded turn, like this, I'm essentially going in the opposite direction to my edge. Right now, I'm travelling this way, but my edge is pointing that way. And by having this opposition of me wanting to go one way, but my board kind of skidding the other way, that's also going to make it quite likely to catch an edge if you do something that's very slightly wrong. So if you're a beginner, you're probably thinking, mellow slopes, yep, that's what I'm going to be riding, could catch an edge there. And also skidded turns, yep, that's what I'm doing. So that's like the ultimate recipe for an edge catch, which is why so many beginners give up on snowboarding early, because it really is quite easy to catch an edge. But now I want to show you a few things that you can do to really make that far less likely. So let's begin with the ultimate skidded turn. I'm just going side slip to side slip, and I have no direction across the slope at all. Now we can make the edge change either by kind of simply standing up and sinking back down, or turning slightly more effectively with your front and then your back knee. And I'll explain that movement with a full sort of breakdown in this video up here, as well as putting it in the description below, as well as a bunch of other videos going over good posture and the movements we make at an edge change, because not catching an edge is really all about getting the fundamentals right. But simply put, to avoid an edge catch, it's all about getting your hips in the right place. Wherever your hips are, that's wherever you're sending your weight. So right now, I'm on my heel edge, you can see my hips are slightly behind the board, set vertically over my heels. As I make the edge change, I need to cross those hips over the middle of the board as the board rolls flat. Like so, and now on my toe edge, it's only very slightly, but my hips are pushed forward, so that once again, they're stacked vertically over my toe edge. So it's really about getting this basic movement correct, and even with a really skidded turn like I'm doing right now, if you make that transition at the right point in the turn, if you cross your hips over the middle of the board as you roll it flat, then you'll be able to avoid that edge change too. Avoid that edge change, avoid that edge catch. You want the edge change, you want to avoid the edge catch. Come on, get it together now. Okay, sure, so getting your hips in the right place, making sure they cross over the board at the right point of the turn. That's all well and good, but if you're a beginner, getting those movements exactly right, that can still be quite difficult to be honest.
He's like, too much help, too much help.
So you gotta get those lanes and stand there. Instead of leashing for the guard.
Yeah, I didn't even miss my first creep, so. Oh man. Somehow Corky's like a nightmare for Akali. I think it's this like shroud reveal or something. It's like Sparkle Bomb reveals you, right? Even in Shroud. Oh damn. Added already. Oh, that was a good flash stun. Like I can just flash away and like, oh, I'm stunned. Okay.
I thought Garen might come back. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I don't know where Garen went. Thought he'd be chilling too.
Got some tower idiot. He flashed. I should take this cannon while I'm here. Go back down bot. I'd see.
Else do we take the dragon?
I feel like we could. Almost died to creeps. That's perfect. Dang it. Karen's like, oh hey! I can spike her.
Actually, that dragon's great for getting back to lane. Missing HP regen. Heck yeah.
So I just get double kills. Oh, well, that's me. Just get out, I don't have anything. I thought that hook was gonna hit him. Freaking quirky, man.
Yeah.
The jump goes so far.
Yeah. I do have ultimate now. Is low on mana too. Be nice to see his jump first though, because otherwise he's just gonna jump out. He's out of mana now. Don't know how much mana it costs him to jump. He's just gonna back and TP again. Oh man. J4 showed up. TP.
And this poor brain.
luck with that, Karen. Oh wow.
Nice. Oh, he flashed.
Freaking ultimate. That's why I banned Garen.
An enemy has been slain. Has been slain. Has been slain.
Corky and him are coming up top. We can fight this together if he stays. Or are they getting the Herald?
Precious Herald.
Would he be so bold?
Yeah.
He would. You fucking idiot. Oh man, Corky's gonna try to steal the Herald. You get it, man. Oh, Corky. Hated my existence. He's gonna harass me the entire way back to lane. The whole way. Oh my god, literally the whole way. Fine, dude. I'll go home. Is that what you want?
Hope you're happy.
I hope you're happy. Get no lane opponent now. Oh my god, he won't even let me go home.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, Garen can
Okay.
just walk on top of him, I guess.
Apparently that works. We should take the dragon while we got room.
Shut down.
Nice. Oh shit, there's a package. The package goes so far, I always underestimate. It's like comically far. Like,
Yeah, I know. It's like halfway down the lane. Like, what? Is that the only thing it does? It just makes one jump bigger?
oh, J4 would just happen to be there. Yeah, it just makes his one jump bigger and leave a trail of flames, so it's like a miniature rumble ultimate. Nice.
Oh, I didn't know I could jump out of that. He just missed. It's fun.
Oh wow. Look at that crap.
Right,
Look
dude.
at that damage.
You're
Not even
gonna spin
ultimate.
so dumb.
So stupid.
What does he even have? He has attack speed boots. That's all it takes.
Rampage.
And the weird gore spinning thing. Actually, I need a little bit of money. Oh my god, let's go so far.
I know, right? Forward. Oh my god, there would be a pink here for no reason. Oh no. Oh god. No, let me kill. Oh, it's so close. I guess just kick back and collect the free win from Garen. Bad Garen. Nope. Guys are pushing like mofos up here.
Bringing it back to 2009.
Look at that shit. That's fun.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Oh my god, that would be a pink there. They've got pinks all up in their own freaking jungle. Who's stealth on our team? Just you? Like what?
I want to make sure we don't have words in there. No, we've literally never gone in it.
Oh man,
Sorry, we get our dragon and just collect.
just collect the dragons, I guess.
Jeez, that healed.
Oh man, Darvin hurts. Even though he's like been just dying nonstop. Nice.
Action.
Yeah, action is down from top lane. Challengers arrived.
Jeez, the damage.
Oh my god, that would be a word there, wouldn't they?
Killing
Where is the brand?
godlike.
Oh, there he is. No! Meanwhile, Trinity is having a little party in
There's
there.
killing sprees inside their base.
And taking tier 2 mid. Yeah.
Doesn't Garen want to kill these guys?
An enemy has been
Oh god, he died too fast.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Brand's too squishy.
Shut down.
Oh man, he didn't even fucking flinch. He's walking past. What is this? I can't work with this. He doesn't flinch. Oh god, there's a revive too.
It's completely non-responsive.
Just not even a stutter in his step as he walks right past my shuriken range. I'm like, what? That's what makes it hard. Oh man, free tower.
That sucks. That's something good there. I don't have anything up anyway. Brand is dying again. They're probably going for the.
Yeah, they're taking that thing because that's worth money.
Wow, it's just Jarvan and Corki. I don't think they can do it by themselves.
Jeffrey can do it by himself.
Now that we use the gold.
Oh, okay.
Oops, well.
Flashes all around.
I was trying to flash and then my Q go off and I missed. There it is.
Killing spree.
They're all dead. We're taking Baron. I forgot. Oh man, my bad. Nice shot, buddy.
He's channeling it there. That's just auto text for death.
Nice shot, buddy. Look at that. Oh
Look at
my
these skill
god.
shots, baby. Look at the skill shots on this guy.
There it is. Man's been farming all game, now I hit the champions like they're creeps. I guess we take our... Is that our soul? Wow, that was quick. Full time.
An ally has been slain.
Easy. What does this dragon do anyway? Oh, lightning, cool. The skills are freaking everything, cool. There it is.
It's slow.
Yeah, it's a little bit damage, a little bit slow. Killed the goddamn everything. Oh.
I don't think they surrender yet.
Oh my god, I suck. Oh, the brand. Oh, well, we got these split pushes. We're gonna end it anyway. Oh! Nice. Okay, these two just stand out every fight and take objectives anyway.
They're missing a couple of inhibitors.
Trend, do you have ult? You're not gonna use ult for the third inhibitor, Trend?
Okay.
No, they inhibited, you fucking idiot! Oh my god.
Oh god, now they're all back. Trigger, no.
Oh yeah, and they get revived from action anyways, it's completely pointless. I could just auto the inhib twice and we'd have super creeps all over. It'd be all, like game.
Yeah.
It's Garen gonna try to backdoor the inhib. Oh man, he's not even gonna get it, is he?
He's really doing it. Oh god, Garen can die. Could fool me.
I want this misfortune though.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wow, that bounces so far. What the heck?
Nice. Okay, now I get to extend it.
Look at the hit.
So here's where we come on to the real no-brainer tip, the real simple thing you can easily do. But will not only actually make the turns a lot easier, it's going to make it far less likely for you to catch an edge. And that is simply, turning this skid into more of a diagonal skid across the slope. The more direction we can get across the slope, like I mentioned earlier, the more you're essentially riding your edge. So I'm still being very skid at the moment. I'm just pushing my front knee out very slightly. That's putting me across the slope. And then I do the exact same movements for the turn, whether that's standing up or turning with my knees. And suddenly the board, it rolls way easier onto my new edge. And not only that, because I'm riding in the direction of the edge, we're going in the same direction, me and the board, the edge catch is way, way less likely. So really guys, work on just pushing that knee across the slope in the direction you want to go and turning the skid to more of a diagonal side slip. Now, the next problem that sometimes happens when people are doing this, they get that side slip right and you might not be on a piece as wide where I am now. And then you're about to make a turn and all of a sudden you're right at the edge of the slope. And then you run to get the ball around and you're going to have to make that kind of quite tricky turn and kind of around. And here's a scenario where you're going to quite likely to catch an edge. Okay guys, there's nothing stopping you from just thinking, wait a minute, I need to make my turn right now. I'll just go back this way a little bit. All of a sudden, I've got all the space in the world to come up and make my edge change. The board's still going across the slope. And the more you can work that diagonal side slip, that diagonal skid, into more of a thin, clean line across the slope, so let me just show you my line there. The more you can turn it into that, again, the easier your life's going to be and the less likely you are to catch an edge. So practicing getting this thin traverse across the slope. Once again, it's about having good posture, but then it's just about making the right lateral movement. That is leaning into the slope the right amount that you get yourself balanced on that edge, leaving that clean line. And this video has been helping you guys out so far. It'd be great if you can hit that like button, because that's just going to help kind of push this video out to more people that like you might benefit from it. So now, this next step, kind of building upon from where we just left off. This idea of starting each turn in a clean traverse. Now I'm on something pretty steep here. If you're a beginner, a bit like what I just did, when you make a turn on something steeper, you're going to be skidding down the slope. But there's no reason you can't turn that skid into a clean traverse for every turn. So skid, 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 get your grip back, clean traverse into the next turn. So I'm sure this will stop you from catching an edge. As I mentioned, it's not possible, but it's a bit more tricky to actually catch an edge on something steeper. But really, it's just going to help you overall riding. Being able to turn that skid, get down low, lean back into the slope, and turn it into a clean traverse. Just a really good sign that you're in control of where you want the ball to go and what you want it to do. Most importantly, it just makes that edge change far, far easier. Finishing the turn in a clean traverse. Good. Traverse is so much easier to make the edge change. And a common mistake is when people get onto riding sleeps, they obviously have a bit skid at the end of the turn, but then they never get out of this skid and try and make the edge change when it's still really going sideways down the slope. And all you need to do is hit the brakes a little bit more, sit down a bit lower, lean a bit more naturally into the slope, slow it down, make that clean traverse, and then presto, you're going to make much better turns, and you're not going to catch that edge. So, just to recap some of the things we've been talking about. Now, I've got a load of videos down below, having correct posture, being aware of the movements you can make to initiate the turn, whether that's simply standing up, sitting down, or going with your front knee in first, steering with the knees. That's all going to help. A really kind of simple, most basic tip to help you stop catching an edge. Is make sure you have direction across the slope, work your board out of the skid, and into as much of a clean traverse as possible. And then really, you're going to find edge catches become way, way less common. And then, like I said at the beginning, that kind of mythical shark that's under the snow, ready to catch an edge, is going to be a thing of the past. So I really hope that's helped you. Appreciate you watching. And I do read through all you guys' comments and can't make every single video. But if you've got a good idea, something you think might help yourself, your friends, or other people watching, then please drop it down below. Whew, that is me done. I'll see you next time.
Rest versus GraphQL. You're probably thinking, this is one of those videos again where we're supposed to find out which one's better, but then it becomes a lame, it depends on what you want to use it for. So, which one is better? Well, it depends. You know why? Because we're nuanced people. The world of software development is not black and white. It's 254 shades gray. 50 amateurs. So, we're going to dive into the details, talk about some pros and cons of REST and GraphQL. I'll show you a couple of examples, and then I'll give you some of my thoughts on when to use one over the other. But before we dive in, let's first talk about the sponsor of this video, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators. Explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. The REST interface is already quite old. It was originated in 2000 by Roy Fielding in his PhD thesis, Architectural Styles and the Design of Network-Based Software Architectures. REST stands for Representational State Transfer. The basic idea is that when you want to take some action on a resource, you send a request, an HTTP request, and the body of that request contains the desired new state, and the server will then reply with the actual state after handling the request. REST interfaces are therefore resource-oriented. This is different from the RPC-style interfaces, remote procedurals, which are action-oriented. You call a remote function that performs a certain task, and you get the result back. For example, you can have an RPC set block title that you pass my title and get back OK instead of the new block. Now let's take a look at how we can create a simple REST interface in Python using Flask. This is a basic example of a REST API for blogs and blogs offers. I'm using Flask to create the API, and then I'm defining a number of routes, one for each of the API endpoints. So this route here is the root route, and that just returns hello world. Let me start the server. And then when I switch to my browser, like so, and then I do this request, so here we have the local host and the port, in this case 5000. So when I do this get request, which is basically what this is, then I'm going to get hello world as a return value. There's a couple of other things here as well. For example, I have a blogs route, which calls the all blogs function, and then turns that into a JSON data structure. So I have a data.py file as well in this project that provides me with a number of basic operations to do on data, on blogs, and on authors. I have a bunch of classes here, like there's a blog class, so blog has an ID, a title, content, and an author ID. I have a payload. This is basically what we're going to use when we update the blog, so we're going to get to update the title and the content of the blog post. And we have an author that has simply an ID and a name. Normally you would obviously have way more things in here, but this is just to give a simple example. And then I also have hard-coded here in the data.py file a number of blogs and a number of authors. Normally this would be a database, but since I don't want to talk too much about database stuff in this video, I just made a very simple thing like this, and now we have a couple of functions that we can use to read and write this data. So finally I have a class not found error. That's basically an exception that's going to be raised when we couldn't find the blog at a given ID. And then I have a bunch of functions like this returns all the blogs. This gets a blog with a particular blog ID. This updates a blog. We have getting all the authors and getting a specific author. So these are just a couple of common operations you maybe want to do in a blog system. And as you can see in app.py, I just add a couple of routes here. I have a route to get the blogs, route to get the blog with a particular ID. This is how you set that up in class. So you provide the ID here as part of the route, and then it gets passed as a parameter to the function. And same for the authors and for an author of a particular ID. So for example, let me switch back to the browser, and then when I'm going to put here something like this, it's going to give me all the blogs. So then I'm just getting this array of blog objects in a JSON format. And I can also get a blog with a particular ID. So let me get blog with ID 2, for example, and then we don't get anything because I think I have to put an S here. Yeah, there we go. So now we have the blog with ID 2. So very straightforward. Now obviously, if you look back at the app.py file, I didn't add anything else in get request. If you want to update a blog, well, then you have to add an API route for that. So currently I'm not doing that. So let's add a simple route here to also update the blog. And that's actually relatively straightforward. So I can just add a route here, app.route. And then let's say we're going to use the same route, so blog/ID, and we're going to use, you could use a put request or you could use a post request like so. And now we have a post request, and let's add a function here. Let's call that route update blog. And you see that I'm using actually GitHub Copilot here. It's already suggesting the things that I should type. So basically, we have an ID, that's a parameter, and we get payload. I'm not sure that this .json is actually going to work. I'm actually generally doing it like this with the get.json function call, so that gives me the payload. And then we call update blog. I pass the ID, but I have to convert it to an integer because ID is stored as an integer in the system, and we pass the payload. And then we're also going to return the result of this update blog function call. And what update blog function call does is that it returns the updated blog, as you can see here. So going back into app.py, so let's restart the server, that happens automatically. And now let me move to another terminal, and now I'm going to place a post request and update a particular blog. Let's just look back. So this is currently blog 2, so we have this title and we have this content. So now let's change the title of this particular blog. So for that, I'm going to do this post request. So I'm sending a body with JSON data, which contains the title. That's what we're going to update, and we post it to this server URL/blogs/2. So that's going to update the second blog for us, like so. And I see we also get JSON back as a result with the updated title. And if I go to my browser again and I repeat this get request, you'll also see that the title is now updated. So this is how we set up a simple REST API. And as you can see, we have routes for blogs, we have also routes for authors. If you want to introduce new concepts into the system, like publishers or books or anything else, you just have to add a separate route for this, and then you can process, create, read, update, delete request via that route. One thing that's not so great about this design is that we're directly returning the data that we get from operations such as get blog and update blog, and that might lead to security issues. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But this is basically how you set up the basic REST API. There are a couple of issues with REST interfaces. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far, give it a thumbs up. That helps spread the word about this channel. First issue is that you kind of have to make sure yourself that your REST interface adheres to the standard. A good starting point to help you with this is Swagger and the OpenAI standard. They also provide tools to help you design your APIs while making sure they adhere to the standard. I'll put a link to Swagger and OpenAI in the description of this video. Another issue with REST interface that you'll see in this example is that here getting the author of a blog requires a separate request. You could implement a population mechanism of some kind, but there's not really any standard way of doing this. And that leads to having to coordinate several requests in front end to get the data you need and waiting for these requests to complete, which ultimately slows down the user experience. The third issue is that REST doesn't enforce a distinction between the structure of the data in the database and the structure of the data that you receive and send via the API. This invites developers to just directly send back data retrieved from the database, leading to potential security issues. For example, you might accidentally send back information you don't want to be public, such as a user's email address or password. And if you're not careful, it's really easy to make mistakes here. And finally, with REST, there's no way to control how much data you get back from requests. Now, blogs are not that big, but if you have a document with a lot of fields, you might want to control this in some way. You could build something for that, but again, there's no standard way to do it in REST. GraphQL tries to find a solution to all these issues. As opposed to REST, which has multiple endpoints and uses various HTTP verbs, get, post, delete, etc. to interact with the server. GraphQL uses a single endpoint and a query language to interact with the server. The QL in GraphQL stands for query language. And what about the graph? Well, basically that illustrates the difference between REST and GraphQL, which is that GraphQL views the data as a graph structure where objects are connected by relationships and thus forming a graph. And this is then combined with query language, which allows you to specify exactly what data you want to get back from the server, and more specifically, which part of the graph structure you want to retrieve. As opposed to REST, getting blog post and its associated authors is then handled in a single request. Furthermore, you define the interface with the GraphQL backends via a schema, and there you specify exactly what the data looks like. And this solves a lot of security issues. If you try to do something that's not specified in GraphQL schema, you're going to get an error. So now let's turn our REST interface into a GraphQL interface and see how that works. So I've already done some of the scaffolding for the GraphQL example. This is basically what the main app file looks like. So I'm still using Flask to set up the actual server for this. But then for my GraphQL server, I'm using a library called Ariadne. And there's other libraries as well for GraphQL. You also have Graphene and Strawberry. They each have their pros and their cons. I might do comparison of all these GraphQL libraries in the future. But basically, Ariadne is a wrapper library that allows you to easily define a GraphQL server with GraphQL types. And as you can see, there's a major difference between a REST API and a GraphQL API, which is that GraphQL just has two routes. There is a GET request that is actually used mainly to get a playground, so you have like automatically built in a web server where you can run queries and see what the result is. So that's this. Only in production, you will switch this off. And then we have the main GraphQL interface, which is actually a post request to that same URL, so server/GraphQL, or you can choose anything you like, but this is kind of the standard way to do it. And there it gets the JSON from request, because anything you do with GraphQL anyway to interact with it is going to be through JSON. And then it's going to process that request. It creates a GraphQL schema, which defines the structure of the request that you can do to the GraphQL service. And then it runs that request through the schema and through the resolvers in that schema. And then it's going to return a JSON structure containing the result of that particular GraphQL request. And this part here, I basically copy pasted this from the Ariadne project website. We're not going to change this. We're going to leave this as it is. All boilerplate that we're going to need for our GraphQL server. And then handling the request and modeling that whole system is going to be different. It's going to happen somewhere else. So I did also a few extra things. So here we have a simple file that is there just to create a GraphQL schema. For the moment, that also doesn't do much. It's just relying on the type definition, which I'm taking from this file, and a mutation and a query. Now in GraphQL, let me also show you in this file, there are two main ways that you want to interact with the GraphQL service. One is by posting a query, that basically means that you're retrieving data, and the other is by doing a mutation. And mutation basically means a change in some way. So these two things you're going to need. They're kind of similar to what you have in a REST API with a GET request versus a put, post, or delete request. So queries and mutations. And you always need to define these, and you can define your own custom versions of this later on. I'll show you in a minute. And then we have the type definition. In this case, the type definition is empty. So actually, this GraphQL service doesn't expose anything. And as you can see, I've here the file structure for this. So I made a schema folder that contains this create.py and types.py file, and then the app loads these and just creates the schema in this particular GraphQL route. So it's very basic. At the moment, there's nothing in here dealing with blogs or authors yet. The first thing that I'm going to do is define a couple of types and queries. So let's start with the queries, and I'm going to add here to the main type a type query, which GitHub Copilot already fills in. And then we're going to have the blogs because we want to retrieve the blogs, and that's going to return an array of blog. That's how we define it in GraphQL. Then we're going to have a blog that we're going to get via an ID, and this is what GitHub comes up with. But actually, we want this ID to be not an int, but we want it to be an actual ID. So this is what we're going to do here. And this is also going to return a block with an exclamation mark, which means that this is either always going to return a block or it's going to raise an error. So exclamation mark means it's not an optional value, basically. And we're going to do the same thing for the authors. So I have here the authors, that's an array of a list of authors, and then I'm going to have author by ID, and that's going to return the author. So these are the basic queries that we also had in the previous REST API, and I define them right here. Of course, I'm using a couple of types, like block here and author that are at the moment not defined. So let's define these as well. And in order to do that, I'm going to create another file here inside the schema folder that I'm going to call, let's start with the blocks. I'm going to call this block.py, where I'm going to store the block type data. So let me create a block type def here, which is just a string constant containing the type definitions for the block. And that's going to have a type block, like so, and there we're going to have an ID. Each block is going to have a title, it's going to have content, which is also a string, and there's going to be an author. And let's also put an exclamation mark behind that. Let's assume each block actually has an author. And then we have a brace that we still need to add. So this is basically our block type definition. And now what we can do is actually handle here the various queries that we defined in the types here. So we have blogs and we have getting a block by ID. So these basically correspond to what we had in the REST API before. And these things are going to be part of this main query type thing that we have here. So block and block will be part of this. And the way to do it in Ariadne is like so. What we first need to do is import from schema.types the query, because we're going to add the block queries here, so we're going to need that object, and then we're going to add a field to this. So query actually behaves like a decorator in Ariadne. So I can have a field here, and that's the field blocks, because we're going to read all the blocks, and then I will add a function here, let's call that resolve blocks, and that's going to get some parameters. So this info object, that's actually of type GraphQL resolve info, and this is going to return a list of block. And now of course we need a couple of imports to resolve all those things. So what we will need is from GraphQL, we're going to need GraphQL resolve info, and from data, we're going
30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
Oh, it's another Corky. Nice.
Oh my god, he's serious.
Just the counter.
He
Oh,
has
yeah,
tier
yes.
2. Gotta counter, bro. Gotta counter.
Nice. Already.
Jhin is squishy as always. I still don't know what the rest of her kit does, but still dies the same, so. Whatever. Jhin stayed for the giant creep wave and got punished. Love to see it.
I don't know why he's shoving so hard when there's like power protection.
An enemy has been slain.
Garen too.
Oh, nice.
An enemy has been slain.
Those flashes though.
Double kill.
Okay, whatever. Flashberry, I'll take it. Not gonna dive for that shit. You know what? Nice, dude. Good work. Oh, I was greedy. Holy crap. Wow. That's
Olaf won the world.
what he does. We try for the dragon.
Kane would have his full HP. But he's bailed.
The Jhin? Oh, come on.
What?
We can kill him.
It's locked word, but gets the job done.
Corky's coming. He's got
I'm
package.
assuming you all lost your too.
Yeah. Corky.
big jump on us. Dang. Now my ult's gone. I'm sad. Take word though. I guess I'll auto attack this.
Look at this Olaf. He's worried about the dragon. Oh shit.
Oh my god, another pink, really?
Wow. Thinking it.
Oh god, another dragon frick. That's so annoying.
Not the Olaf.
No way.
Like, don't
That is
grab him.
good.
Not worth it.
Yeah, it was ultimate. That's what I wanted to do.
Man, not worth it. Oh, teamwork. Oh, Garen. Oh,
yeah.
no.
Oh, he tanked it too long, my friend. Oh. Double kill. Oh, my button. Oh, jeepers.
Oh, God. Cookie mode's all over.
Oh, freaking packet.
I mean, I guess she got bottom power.
Yeah, coming. Freaking quirky.
Oh, we're not even gonna get bottom tower. Okay.
We didn't get the first tower. Oh, our top's gone already anyway, I guess. Doesn't matter. They're getting fire dragon though, which sucks.
I know, right? The only fire dragon of the game. Do you think Jhin can really solo it like that? I guess he can.
Oh, off game.
Ash doesn't even try like an arrow or anything.
Oh, man. God dang it, I cast that. How long does the ultimate last? What the heck?
Still not worth it giving up fire dragon for a few kills, but okay.
So we got her, gotta get you go.
Woo, nice, dude. Oh, they're all going top.
An ally has been slain.
Nice.
Gee.
Oh,
I can't reach. Break. Dude, their place logging is so dumb. It's like good on like 2 champions. I don't know what it's good on. It's insane.
I know.
It's so stupid.
We got killer got now. Hit again. Sorry. I don't got that many moves, dude. Got cooldowns and stuff.
How come the blue cane is orange? That's very confusing. My readability, please. Went down, set up. Healing.
A lot of shields.
Healing.
That's a lot of shields. That's 5 mid, by the way. The Olaf just showed up too.
Should've just queued him and I still go.
I have to give him the tower too, probably.
Oh, Jazz got Moonstone again. What the crap?
I could like go and then try to get the Corki, but it's not worth it. Corki's only 2 and 4. And now they get the dragon too.
Unless you just go somewhere else other than the jungle.
Oh. Look at them.
Thank you, boy.
There to capitalize.
What is that in there? God, shoot this guy. I just can't be bothered to shoot. Doesn't Silence turn off his shooting thing? His auto shoot?
Corki's or what?
No, Gargots. That Ash would go clear. It's ridiculous. You could have against Xerath too.
Yeah. Jeez, can't even hurt him.
God, he's so. Why is he so fast? What the crap?
Because he's got Janna. He's walking towards Janna.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. God dang, Jan. Oh, look at them all here.
Yeah, that's still like their entire team. Not worth it.
See it.
Now these two went to farm the jungle, so.
Right? I don't know, it's Jazz walking up at his half HP, got blue cane, he doesn't kill him. Why go blue? Honestly, it's like the perfect game to go red. They got Olaf and Ergot. Got it.
Alright, they're going straight to Baron now. Oh, forgot the ambush. Nice ignite. I guess we could kill our god again.
Think so. How'd that last for? Oh, my bones!
Oh god.
I'm alive!
I don't know why there's like fucking 15 over here.
Right, what's
Okay,
going on?
whatever.
Oh, I go here. 4 of them. Oh, that one
know.
there it is. If we could set up a trap here, but nobody's in the bush, so. Just let them walk in and clear all the wards and get out. Yeah, we could have picked that all off so easy. I don't know what these guys are waiting for. Yeah, we waited.
That was the fight we were looking for right there. That was it.
Enemy double kill.
Gotta just keep backing up, just back up forever and ever and ever.
Slain.
Maybe use my ult to clear like a creep wave. Stop him from pushing, but I don't know. Even that's like sussy.
Your turret has been
Oh my god, it doesn't even matter. The target is shooting.
ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
That's our bounty dragon. If we want it.
Bunties. Oh, no, Kate. No. Nice. Oh my god, he got it.
Wow.
That helps a ton.
Yeah, and then we get the Baron too. We get double bounties. This is the bounty bullshit I'm talking about right here.
Oh, we got a minute left. Oh god, of course it'd fall off here and we have a chance. Look at that. Look at that. Dude, it's so dumb. Look at that BS.
Wow, it fell off already. What?
Get one dragon, it
One
falls off.
dragon?
I think we can fight this guy. I mean, I guess Garrett wants to go. Oh god, he has so much collateral damage. What is it? That gauntlet. He's so tanky.
Slain.
guy's level 16. Fucking mammoth. What do we do?
I know, you got Baron left too. Like he's gonna triple kill us. Next we try to kill everybody else except Urgosh. Oh, my thing was on cooldown. Oops.
Level 16, man. And he was like feeding early game too. He was 1-4. He was just like AFK, split pushing. I guess that's all it takes.
Yeah. There's no skill, there's always farm.
Oh, I might take a break.
Yeah, sounds good.